today. Hello everybody. Today I'm going to be talking about basically why physical media is making a return, why 2026 is the year that physical media is making a huge comeback, and why Generation Z, especially younger Gen Z, is so intrigued by physical media. And honestly, I've been kind of keeping up with this for a few years now. Me personally, I was born in 1996, and I say that for context because, again, I grew up in a time where Hollywood video was a thing. Blockbuster was a thing. Redbox was a thing. Redbox actually took Blockbuster out of business, and Netflix as well. So I saw it all transition, you guys. Like, I literally remember like setting up Netflix on my Wii, and if you don't know what what a Wii is, it's like one of those game consoles. So yeah, like I've seen it evolve into what it is now, and now everything is very much streaming. Like we stream everything. And I want to say, like, first of all, I want to say that me personally, I am technically in the middle. I actually love the year that I was born because I can relate to Gen Z, and I can also relate to millennials because I've seen both and I grew up in between both. So it's actually a very unique year to be born. If you were born in like 95, 96, 97, and 98, you can relate to this to a certain extent because our childhood was in the 2000s. So and early teenage years. So yeah, I think first and foremost, physical media is making a comeback because people are tired of not owning stuff. We don't own anything. Apple Music, like all of these different things, you guys, we went from being a society that used to have to go in person to music stores to listen to the music and actually buy the music. Like back in the day, it was very like you had to be invested if you bought a project. Like, and mind you, people nowadays don't even, like Beyonce said it years ago, people don't make albums anymore. Like people don't make real life, like, you know, albums that are real projects that are well thought, the track organization, everything. And now it's very much saturated in a capacity that like it's literally everywhere. So people do not only is this the reason why also music is shitty nowadays, which I'll make a separate video on that, and that'll ruffle some feathers for sure. But I have a lot of thoughts on that, and not necessarily like an old head perspective, because I can respect people's music, but the music is just not giving at all what it used to give. And honestly, one of the main reasons is because it's so saturated, the music industry, and people do not appreciate music like they used to back in the day. And people used to really pour their hearts and souls into their music, hence why we get tracks like Sade's music, or just like oldies like the OJs, shit like that. Like Mariah Carey, like she is one of the biggest songwriters too. Like people used to really pour a lot of care and time into their projects. So again, physical media on the music side, I believe it's making a comeback because people want to own projects again, and people want to, like, probably are missing that element. It probably got lost in translation between that, especially the generation that did not get to experience that. Like I remember buying my first CD, Walmart was my go-to, and then they also had Circuit City, they had Fry's, Electronics, they had Best Buy. Like you used to have to really go in person to buy a CD. And people were also like laughing. The other day I saw a TikTok and people were like, oh, like that's so funny that like a CD was a gift at one point. And it's like, you know, it is funny to think about, but for real, that used to be one hell of a gift. Like I remember my older sister, for like her 13th birthday, the Black Eyed Peas had like their album out, and I remember that album was going crazy, and she got that like as a gift. And so again, it used to be a flex. Like people really used to take music so seriously and used to really value it, and I feel like something got lost in between that. So I'm really happy to see that like we're making a transition back to physical media, because physical media is needed, and it's a beautiful thing to really cherish like music for real, not just on some, oh, I skip whatever track or whatever's trendy, the trending sound on TikTok. Like no. So that's for music. For films, oh my god, you guys, so as I mentor a lot of Gen Z, younger Gen Z, and a lot of them don't even watch shows. They don't watch TV shows like sitcoms. Like I grew up on all of the sitcoms. My favorite sitcoms of all time is Sister Sister, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Saved by the Bell, Smart Guy, and did I say almost Sister as well? And then I wanted the Jamie Foxx show and the Steve Harvey show. I think I said 6, but and I also loved Full House. Like, I just grew up with a bunch of diverse, like, you know, but this is when TV was like on, like you had like an actual TV that was live and you had to wait for programs to come on. Like now we just kind of pick whatever, which is a blessing, don't get me wrong. However, when it comes to movies, when it comes to Netflix is fucking up, because, and all these streaming services, because, and that is another thing that is pushing people towards buying the physical copy of movies. Me personally, I'm the type of person that, first of all, I love a film. Love cinema. We love movies over here. So I'm the type of person where, like, if I want to watch Roll Bounce from 2005, like, I need that to be on the streaming thing immediately, and that's just not the case nowadays, because you'll go to watch one day, you'll go on Netflix and then Rush Hour is on there, and then you're like, oh my god, yeah, I want to watch Rush Hour. Then you come back the next day, unfortunately Rush Hour has been removed. So it's just like that inconvenience of it all. I think people are getting tired of that, especially because the streaming services are not cheap. Like, people are paying a lot of money for it adds the fuck up. It's kind of like, you know, cable, but probably more expensive than cable at this point, depending what you have. So yeah, I think people are just getting annoyed with that. And then also with shows as well, with watching like series and stuff like that. Like me, I wasn't alive for The Nanny, and I want to purchase like the season stuff too on DVD. So, and again, like, you guys, it's so cool, and I could show you guys one. You can kind of see it from here, but like that little stand over there is all my physical media. So it's like all of my records. I collect a lot of vinyl records, and then I also collect now DVDs, and just like obviously the films that I love and the shows. So this show in particular, you guys, this came out, this is so niche. Like, that's another reason why I love collecting physical media, because, and I'm so happy it's making a comeback, because you can get your niche shows and your niche movies without having to worry about it being like on a streaming platform or not. So this one is Drop Dead Diva. I love this show so much. I watched it when I was in like high school with my mom, and I want to say I was like 16 or 17, around there. But this show, they never, like, this is very niche, very niche. So I'm not gonna find this on a streaming service, like, and if I do, they're gonna make me pay like an amount of money for it. I got this off eBay. It brings all of the different CDs in it, or the DVDs, and it's amazing. So, and again, I have that peace of mind of like, I can reach for it whenever I want to, etc. So yeah, that's all I will say. I'm really excited to see physical media making a comeback, as somebody that grew up during a time where physical media was valued, and we had iPods that were literally just dedicated for music, and boom boxes that were dedicated for CDs. So it's a beautiful thing to see, and I hope that society continues this trend, because we do need to rebel from these streaming services and get back to our roots. But yeah, that was all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Please go ahead and like this video if you like this video, only if you like it, and share with somebody if you want to share it, only if you want to share it. And I will see you guys in my next video.